Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the wonderful Netflix. And I want to give you my top 10 recommendations for TV shows. If you've never watched them before, definitely give them a try. None of these are in order. They're just things that when I was looking through Netflix that I saw and I was like, oh yeah, definitely have to put that on the list. So there's a variety of different kinds of shows I wanted to give you guys so that I'm not just targeting one specific gender, one specific kind of show. It's not all girly, it's not all scary, but there is a mixture. So the number one show I'm talking about today is Gilmore Girls. If you haven't already seen it, it is a very girly, gushy show, but it's also like a family show. It's about a girl and her mother and then the community they live in when they all, it's just like a funny thing. It's a love thing. It's really entertaining and there's quite a few seasons, and then they also did a Return to Life season where it was like a 4-episode thing where they came back years later, a lot older, and it was just really cool to be able to have a show that was kind of older but then brought back to life. So if you are into that kind of thing, definitely go give it a try. The second one I want to talk about is The Good Place. It is about a girl that has died, but she's now brought back to life, except she's in heaven, or the good place, so to speak. But there's twists and turns throughout the whole thing. It's hilarious, it's addictive to watch, and it's just a really good recommendation. If I say anything, I might give it away. Kristen Bell is the one that is the main character, and you'll come to love everybody as you continue to watch the show, so go give it a try. Number 3 is The Black Mirror. If you've never heard of this before, there's really no good way of describing it. It's just kind of like the weirdest things you can possibly think of mashed into a episode, and they are weird because it goes like completely out of order. If you go in the first episode or first season or whatever, they all have little Easter eggs in each episode, and you wouldn't catch them until after you've seen it and then watched it over again, because I have done that myself. And it's obsessive. Nothing is the same. There's some of the same characters that coincide into each episode, but they're nothing alike. So definitely go give that a try if you're looking for like a thriller or something exciting and different. The Black Mirror is definitely a recommendation. I really feel like you should see it. The next one is hilarious, but it is kind of girly and it is kind of targeted towards older women. I love it though. It's called Grace and Frankie. What it is about is 2 older women who were married and their husbands were friends, and they were just kind of like, they had to get along. One of the ladies was a rich, pompous woman, and she thought she was better than everybody. She had the best husband, and they had the best things. And then the other woman was a very artistic, creative lady who like smokes weed, and she doesn't care about anything. And then all of a sudden, their husbands came out gay for each other, and then they all got divorces with the ladies, and then the ladies became friends, Grace and Frankie, and they're hilarious, and the show is awesome, and it is just a really good recommendation if you want something funny, something romantic, and just something different. We're at number 5 now. Orange is the New Black. This can be a show if you want a thriller, if you want a comedy, if you want something that is love, if you want something that's all like a mixture of things. Orange is the New Black is for you, and it's still ongoing. I don't think it's even finished yet, but they have all the seasons on Netflix. It's binge worthy, and I was hesitant on watching this because I was like, this is a little gory. It's a little, not always, but like sometimes it's just a little TMI for me, and I'm just like, well, I'll give it a try. And it took a couple times to try to get into, but once I did, I was definitely stuck on it. Number 6 is Shameless. This one is another one that is kind of like, you don't want your kids watching this. There's a lot of cuss words, there's a lot of nudity, there's a lot of sex, there's a lot of things going on here, but it's hilarious. It's for the realest of the real people that want to watch something, aren't going to get super offended by it. It's funny, it's got humor, it's got this like thrill to it, it's got twists and turns, and it's a super effed up show, but it is addictive and it's just worth watching. Number 7 is The 100. If you've never seen this before, basically it's about 100 kids that were juvenile kids that were sent from Earth when Earth had, I think it was radioactive nuclear bombs, so they couldn't stay on Earth, so they got sent to space, and they were in a spaceship, and they're all in there surviving, and there was 100 of them, and they had to wait however long before they could go back to Earth, and it was survivable. They get down there and things are just haywire, and it's really cool if you like the end of the world kind of thing, if you like space astronomy kind of thing, thriller and sci-fi. It's a mixture. It also is really good for like a love story slash romantic. There's a little bit of comedy in there, but it is different. It's more of like that sci-fi show type deal, but I'm pretty into that kind of thing, so if you've never seen something like that, definitely give it a try. Number 8 is The Haunting on Hill House. So, this show is the scariest show I've ever seen in my life, as far as a TV show goes, but yeah, no, it's about a family that grew up in a house, and they just call it the Hill House because the Hills were an older family that used to live there. It's giving me chills even talking about this right now. But they are in this house, and it gives you a lot of flashbacks to when they were little, but now they're not little, and they talk about how they've all kind of still had this haunting come to them even if they're older, and they're all kind of drawn back to this house, and it is scary. You don't want to watch it alone, you don't want to watch it at night, but it is recommended by me because I was so obsessed that I watched all of it. There's only 10 episodes, and then I watched it back through with my fiance because I'm like, you have to see this show. It was that good. And I was fine with rewatching the whole show back to back, if that says anything. Number 9, but probably would be my first choice if you were gonna ask me what my favorite TV show was on Netflix, is The Office. If you've never seen this, you're living under a rock, and I'm doing you a favor by telling you just please watch it. It's definitely dry humor, it's all comedy, and there's some twists and turns in there to make it a little twinkle of like love story, twinkle of thriller, but it's comedy is what it is. Steve Carell is the main actor in this show, and it expands from there. There are like 9 seasons, and it's definitely worth the watch. So go ahead and watch that, and do yourself a favor. You will probably not have a life for a long time, but at least in the beginning, it's like 20-minute episodes, so you got this. The 10th and final show is Friends. It's been on for a really long time, and it was supposed to get off of Netflix, but it actually stayed. So if you haven't seen it, it's an older show, but it still stands to be one of the funniest shows around, and it's basically a comedy, but again, a twinkle of love, a twinkle of, you know, just here and there, different aspects of it, but definitely give it a try. You'll be binge watching this show, and there are so many seasons. I think there's like almost 10 seasons. I could be wrong, but I know it's got quite a bit. So give it a shot and let me know what you think. Thanks guys so much for watching this. I try to do different kinds of videos, and I know that everybody is obsessed with Netflix, so I wanted to give you a shot at what were my top 10 shows on Netflix right now. So if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends about this channel. I'm trying to get out there. I want to be able to build a platform for myself, and I use YouTube as a way to express myself. So I definitely appreciate all the love and support.
As always, please subscribe to my channel. If you have not already, please click the bell button, and I will put my social media platforms on here as well. I have a Facebook page, a Twitter, and an Instagram, as well as my official YouTube. So please contact me if you have any requests. Comment below if you'd like, and thanks so much for watching. Have a beautiful day.